start. So we'll begin and we'll make this brief. You know, we have Dr. Shaw is being delayed. This is about the Neohumanist College partnerships. The partnerships are what we call the University Without Walls. And that involves the Neohumanist College of Asheville, Ananda Marga International Academy in Singapore, Herbal Mandala and Yoga Academy in Italy, the Taichung Learning Center that we've seen in Taiwan, and the Chakraduri in India, which is our nucleus of our organization of AMGK. Next slide. Of course, we'll just very quickly go through these next 4 slides because we've already discussed the college and its functions. These are the 5 rather. Just flick through them. We don't need to explain them again. And this is the center of Gurukula, Chakraduri in India, as Ananda. Go ahead.
Okay, we need to be a little bit louder
Okay.
for online.
This isn't plugged in. Is this plugged? Oh, there we go. It wasn't on. Now it's on.
All right, that's on.
All right.
So this is we have also an MOU, a memorandum of understanding with the Promise Institute because we have similar missions of adult education. And you can show the next slide. And data arrives at an appropriate moment. We have a letter of agreement with the Prout Research Institute, which also is going to be sharing facilities. We're on the same campus, and we'll have a long-term lease for the PRI. And we can move on just for the sake of time. The big issue for these universities is accreditation. As I had said in my earlier presentation, the colleges in India have connections for accreditation with Indian colleges in Calcutta and other places. But we've been looking at methods of accreditation for the Neohumanist College and of Asheville. And we first had a discussion with Gaia University. The creators of Gaia University attended our Italy conference in 2019, and they gave a workshop on badges. Badges is a very interesting way of credentialing universities and colleges now, and the major universities and colleges are experimenting with it. But the alternative colleges and progressive schools are using badges. Badges are like, you remember Boy Scouting badges, and badges are a more effective way of demonstrating what a person's experience has been and what they know. And it uses a similar concept of badges. And those badges they're internet connections, so those badges can be made available to any potential employer or any potential educational institute that you might be trying to transfer credits to. So it's a very interesting, and I've discussed it with Kathleen. Kathleen likes the indigenous notion of sand painting, and it has a similarity to badges. But these insignias and icons are used for badges that will be demonstrative of the different activities that a person has engaged in. It could be workshops, it could be conferences they've attended, and it looks at more comprehensively at the educational experience of each student. Ananda Marga International Academy, they have a connection with the University of Singapore, and they are going to have courses accredited through the government's University of Singapore. And now that we've made application, the Neohumanist College of Asheville has made application through the University of Singapore for acceptance of some of our courses that would be accredited in Singapore by the government, by the Ministry of Education in Singapore. So these are, and then the final effort that we want to make is we'd like to make AMGK the accreditation center. And one of our experimental efforts at that has been going on for a number of years is the NHE Accrediting Council that accredits the teacher preparation courses that have been taught in programs and schools. And so we are moving in that direction to have AMGK as the center of accreditation for us. And we've seen other institutions do this, like Montessori and Waldorf have established their acceptance by the governmental states, boards of accreditation. And so we have to have a quality education, which I think we're really, with our flagship course of teacher preparation, we have a quality course that eventually will be accepted by governmental agencies and accrediting bodies. But we're not going to pay thousands of dollars for each degree. We're an accrediting council. We're going to have our own accrediting through AMGK. That's the goal that we have put forward. I'll stop there for any questions or comments.
Strikes me you're talking about two types of accreditation, like accrediting Ananda Marga Neohumanist schools, as well as accrediting the college and the college.
Right. Right.
Can you repeat what she just said?
Oh,
Mr.
sorry.
Mitchell?
No.
Oh, he can repeat it, okay.
We're talking about two different accreditations. One is accreditation of a Neohumanist teacher preparation course in classes versus the accreditation of college credits.
But also.
But we would be looking at both types of accreditation.
Okay.
Any other comments or questions? Okay. I'll turn it over to Teresa and Maya Tita.
So how we make a connection with our global stakeholders. Next slide, please. So we build a warm experience to remove the wall of distance. We want to build an initial trust between the instructor and our potential audience. So we interviewed our instructors, edited the videos to present their lively voice, body language, and their character. We offer this brief course introduction video as free content to build this initial trust. We send our instructors and the whole campus to your front door from all over the world. The video content can be utilized on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, our website, and newsletter. We observed the video click rate on the newsletter is positive. Next slide, please. So to understand the voice of students from our previous cohort and the current cohort, we have collected testimonials from the previous cohort to create a video. This video is authentic and very powerful. We ask everyone, please take your phone to scan this QR code or go search Neohumanist College of Asheville YouTube channel and watch it. Also give us a like. And so for the current cohort, we also did a survey for current cohort about how they found out about the Neohumanist teacher preparation program. This analysis shows 50% came from word of mouth, 30% from others. Actually, the response from others also belongs to word of mouth. So we can say that 80% is from word of mouth. Many of them heard from our previous students, their local acharyas, and some of our board members. From these results, we understand that our strategy needs to market through our internal assets, our closest touch point. We would like to invite all of you here, if you have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and TikTok account, please search Neohumanist College of Asheville to like us. Please share our posts to your news feed and utilize your reputation to be a Gurukula influencer and support us to a mission. Next slide, please. Okay, so currently we are establishing the fundraising committee and building a fundraising webpage for the current cohort. Our scholarship request total is 72,546. For 23 recipients, we have categorized those students into 4 regions: Africa, Asia, Pacific, Europe, and the Americas. We will have 3 fundraising campaigns over the next 3 quarters: October to December 2023, January to March 2024, and April to June 2024. Each campaign goal is 24,182.
So the technology, I'll be very brief. As a global organization, we definitely have an urgent need to better leverage technology so that we can connect more people to our mission. Next slide. So you can see here, these are the 4 key areas that we feel like technology is going to support us. Expanding our educational offering to transmit them to a maximum number of people, channelizing our existing people assets, that's you, recruiting our next generation of Gurukula ambassadors, and attracting the revenue that we need to fund our future. Next slide. So we're very excited. A milestone was actually achieved here at this Gurukula gathering that, as I understand, has been in the works since 2015 to create a data source that pulls together all of the different technology streams and emails that we have right now so that we can create an overall strategy. So that was with the Ashok and Jyotirmaya. So you can see this is just a sample of the different technology platforms that are going to come into Salesforce. And I'll talk a little bit more about how we're going to, what our next phase is. So this is when you guys were having your presentations, we were at the college, working behind the scenes. We had to grab a big television so that we could look at all the data. It's a lot of thousands and thousands of data points in order to really put that into the system to come up with an overall strategy. But what we've done, what our goals are to utilize and map the journey that a person takes from being a contact to a student, to a member, to an alumni, to a teacher, to a board member, to a donor, and then someone that's working on our committees. We'll be utilizing this technology to enhance the overall organizational strategy so that we can predict, grow, and manage the revenue, integrate all of our marketing channels to facilitate someone that's just a lead and converting them from our target audience. This involves all the touch points that we get data, whether it's through websites, MailChimp, social media, all with the goal of managing our positive reputation, which you heard from IT to 80% people giving us positive word of mouth. And the other aspect is to grow our enrollment, the number of people that are completing our program, the number of publications we sell and offer, number of members that join the organization, and then our contact engagement with social. Next slide.
Yeah.
And then some of you heard about Google Classroom, which we recently transitioned from the LearnDash. So far this year, we've had 90 users matriculate through the system. It enables all of the things that Kathleen mentioned in terms of the discussion and the learning engagement. And it also offers a mobile app for many of our students that travel. They can engage with all of the content on their phone, and provides with gradebook access for assessing proficiency and course completion. And here's our email. We want to stay in contact with our work and support all of our efforts. Thank you.
Any questions for the college? Anish.
Oh,
Oh, you did.
I can imagine that a lot of individuals, we can write news articles or magazine articles and things like that. So are you, I mean, that sounds like a great idea, no? Or when we write an article about what we're doing, we can refer to the college, right? So do you have any ideas about that?
About how we can utilize news media to advertise the college?
Yeah, or, people, individuals can write articles or. do
Yeah, we do have probably a good place for that is our newsletter. So we're basically launching a weekly, may turn into a monthly newsletter. So if you do have content that you think would be of value to the community, then email us and we can put that on the roadmap for the newsletter.